believe in innovation. We believe in pushing boundaries. Built from the ground up.
Built from the ground up. Built from the ground up to take advantage of the Xbox Series consoles. This is the most technically advanced racing game ever made.
You lying to me already?
We are an endangered species, you and me. We, fans of speed. We, devotees of power. We, lovers of performance and beauty and mechanical soul. There are few places that welcome us now. We dare not speak of cams or cranks or double wishbones. We fear for our love of roaring V8s and the smell of burnt rubber. We're told to think of economy and the environment, not excitement and enjoyment. In an age of hybrid this and lentil-matic that, we are the odd ones out. Yet there is hope. There is a haven. A place that celebrates speed, grip, gears and fun. And it's all here for you to explore.
What the hell?
Oh. Whoa. To be expected.
That's just a taste of a typical practice session with light traffic. Now let's see what the final laps of an endurance race is like against a full field of competition.
open practice runs to thrilling wheel-to-wheel races. That's just a small sample of what's ahead. For our first series, we have a few cars for you to choose from. The limited edition STI 209 may be the greatest high-performance Subaru of all time. Here is where you create your best possible racing experience by adjusting the difficulty to earn even more credits to buy
What
other
do they
cars.
mean? What's an eco-tree? What are you saying?
Practice is your time to learn the track layout.
No.
It's a stacked field today for this first event. Driving style, track conditions, and race length are key factors in determining our initial fuel and tire strategy.
There's just one problem.
Builders Cup event number 1 in the books. As our car levels up, we'll unlock new parts that we can use to increase vehicle performance.
Ooh, hang on, that is the throb of a turbocharged flat-4 engine. A sound which all over the world heralds the imminent arrival of a moron. And it did here, too.
Well done. Welcome to the showroom. Here you'll find hundreds of cars by dozens of manufacturers.
Set time and date. Go on then.
Right. Manual? Semi-automatic? Oh, these are the weapons.
There we go. Lovely, lovely.
Most days here, there's a sound limit of 92 decibels.
I'm sure all this makes perfect sense to the fetus that designed it, but to anyone over 65, it is just incomprehensible junk.
One more. Finish strong.
What's up, poser? I'm glad you're putting it down out there. I really am, because I can't wait to get a crack at that ride. What? Didn't anybody tell you? You gotta put your ride on the line to run against a blacklist racer, and that is why people aren't stupid enough.
These are the barroom crooners of the supercar world. Clothed in something approaching more like a classic tuxedo than something from the catwalk, and so just that little bit more everyday, but no less appealing for...
Oh, shit, camera. What?
Although we are calling this group executive, these are not the cars driving far too close to the back of your car in the fast lane. Oh no, this lot are long gone. What started out as a blue-collar thing in the United States of America, putting ridiculously large engines in otherwise ordinary saloon cars, has become a white-collar pursuit in Europe. And nobody does it better than BMW in its motorsports division and Audi with its four-wheel drive.
Ow! It really hurts.
They brought that car out, what, 1970? 1971 season began. What have you done to change it? Nothing. Didn't change it to 75.
So every year they came
5 years.
It was really good last year.
Yeah.
interesting things about that car is it had torsion beam suspension, which was very forgiving in slow corners, which made the tyres last longer.
Well, you managed to find something boring about something incredibly exciting.
But it is interesting.
Do we have a time?
2:15:16.
Yes!
2:15:16 is the time it did.
The Sting then switched to the Merc.
I'm getting ready to run away.
Look at it! Look at it! Oh, what a machine! Hard on the brakes now, turning. Look at that, David. He missed the apex.
Well, because it understeered off and was going straight off.
The Merc has more power than the Lotus F1 car, but could it beat its 2-minute 15 lap time?
You thought?
Next up, Captain Slow's Audi.
I'm going to be 430 years old by the time it gets here.
So it's going to take like half. Watch when it comes through here, it will look quick. You'll be able to see it.
So when you were saying that it won't slide, what you meant was I can't slide it.
Yeah.
That sound of understeer.
Disappointing, isn't it? It's the sound of disappointing.
Could we have a time, please, now?
2 minutes 43.5 to beat. The RS Bull did it in 2 minutes 43.9.
Ooh.
It is impossible for your car to be faster than my car. I've got more brake horsepower and more brake horsepower per tonne.
It's out of control and it rolls through the car. It's like the wheels are on side.
Boring there. M3 drivers have no friends. It's just dreary.
It's not dreary, it's quietly aggressive, it looks menacing and purposeful, but not overstated.
The M3 did a 2 minute 38.9.
That is quite funny.
This is a Lexus. I know, doesn't look like one, does it? It doesn't sound like a Lexus from the details either. I mean, it has a 4.8-litre, 552 brake horsepower V10. It also has a carbon fibre body. And it does 0 to 60 in 3.7 seconds and has a top speed of 200 miles an hour. This is what happens when you tell Lexus engineers to stop making quiet, dull saloons for people who play golf. Let off the leash, they go mad and make this, the LFA. A car that sounds like an F1 racer and goes like a Ferrari 458, as it should when you discover that it costs twice as much. But just to prove they haven't forgotten their insane attention to detail, the Lexus boffins have given it dashboard vents that gently waft from side to side to make sure the air is evenly distributed around the cabin. This is a Lexus in the same sense that I'm a 400-meter runner. In other words, it isn't a Lexus at all. What this is Toyota showing exactly what they're capable of. And it turns out that what they're capable of is quite a lot.
Yes, hello. I need a cab. Yes, thank you. The name is White. How long do you think that would take?
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
I love the young people.
And now, race fans, for the most famous words in motorsports, the star of Universal Pictures movie, I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry, Kevin James.
I just got three things to say. God bless our troops, God bless America, and gentlemen, start your engine!
You can pretty much carbon date a chap, or for that matter the right kind of girl, by their hot hatch of choice. Like a first pin-up, a first LP, look that up if you're under the age of 30, or a first crush. Hot hatches are part of the fabric of us. Me, you, Clarkson, even Meg.
Ow!
Wow. Maybe I hadn't made it home okay.
Choose your car and contact the racers, guaranteed to go flat out against you.
Alright, I'm in. So, what do I do now?
I think I have to.
Oh, okay. So we just do races?
I guess, yeah.
Alrighty.
I think we can do like public races too, but for this one I'll just be us.
Okay. Nürburgring. Is it German?
Yeah.
What's worse, B or S?
B.
Alright, so I have a Mustang.
Okay. Get the whole Mustang.
I'll do drag racing and get there. No. No. Hit a wall.
Total time penalty is about 1.5 seconds.
Look, I didn't get any penalties for those.
I did.
No penalty for me.
Why did I get a warning for that? What? What?
I'm turning off I turned off smart steering.
Smart steering.
It was annoying me.
This is actually...
You wanna go 60?
Yeah. Alright. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
My controller disconnected. Oh, I got this stupid ass wire.
In featured multiplayer, you'll have the opportunity to compete at the international level against some of the best drivers in the sport.
Alright, I joined.
Okay.
What do I press, or do you press qualifier series?
I'll press it. Oh, we gotta use the Civic.
Yeah. Alright, I'm ready.
I'm still loading.
Oh.
Bro, I'm still loading. Oh my god.
You are?
What is happening?
It's the computer, bro. The computer's ass.
Bro, I'm still loading. Holy shit, bro. Oh my god.
Do you want to restart your game and like make a new session?
I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to go this time. course, now did it in 2 seconds this time.
You thought mine's taking forever?
What?
Just so changing car loading, please wait.
Yeah, that's exactly.
It's better freaking work. Mine's loading. Like this game. This game sucks.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Restart it one more freaking time.
Damn, that won't load for so long, and that event isn't even available anymore. We gotta do the next one.
Afterward?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The Grand Oak Club Circuit is known for the speed drivers can carry.
Wait, I'm gonna let it sit here
so
looking
try
at the
to
car
use
for
every
a little
possible
bit.
inch of.
Uh-oh.
Bro. I'm actually so done with this.
This game sucks.
Patrol members be advised. A street racer has just been reported eastbound past Diamond Park, requesting you to head up.